Hey guys, you want to find out why you're not losing weight on keto? Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do this video because on like Facebook groups and Instagram and Twitter, whatever social media you're using to get your information on keto, I've noticed there's a lot of people out there that are like, well, you're doing this and that's why you're not losing weight, or you need to do this or else it's not keto, or that's not keto, this is keto. Like, there's so many different rules to keto apparently, and it's kind of annoying because the thing is, every body is different. My body is different from your body, from her body, from his body. Like, all our bodies are different. Our bodies all, we're all unique. I mean, we've been learning that since we were like in preschool. We're all different, we're all unique. Okay, so the thing is, first off, there is no such thing as a keto food. Ketosis is a state that the body is in. There's food that helps the body to reach that state, but there is no keto food or non-keto food, okay? First thing, okay? So if you ask someone, hey, I found this, it has 0 carbs, but it has wheat in it, is it keto? And someone says, no, that's not keto. Well, that's not necessarily true. Okay, the thing is whatever you put into your body is going to affect your state of ketosis. So if you're in ketosis, right, and you try one of these low carb wraps that say they have 0 carbs and they're keto friendly or whatever, and you eat one, and then the next day you test your ketones and you've got knocked out of ketosis, well, now you know that you cannot consume that. Now, Sally down the street who's doing keto can probably eat low carb wraps all day and stay in ketosis. That's just how her body is. So you need to really, in the beginning, you need to play with foods. You need to figure out what your body can handle and can't handle when it comes to ingredients, carb amount. You need to tweak stuff. The diet that I'm doing, the macros that I'm using, the things that I eat may not work for you, and stuff that you eat and the macros you use may not work for me. Everybody is different, okay? So another thing is ingredients. Now, there's 3 types of keto diets. There's strict keto, lazy keto, and dirty keto. I fall in between lazy and dirty, I guess. Now here's the difference. Strict keto is they track every single thing that goes into their mouth, okay? Carbs, fat, protein, calories. They check the ingredients. They stay very clean. They don't consume anything that is like creepy carbs. They're very like more towards like whole foods. They don't eat a lot of processed stuff. That is strict keto, okay? That's a lot harder, but I feel like ultimately it is better just because you are consuming less processed food. Now the second one is lazy keto. That's kind of what I do, where I track all my food that I put in my mouth, but I'm not a stickler so much on ingredients. Now there's some ingredients I will not consume. I won't consume like maltodextrin or dextrose or any of the really bad artificial sweeteners, just because it's pretty much, you might as well just be eating sugar. Like, I don't understand that. Now, if you can consume those things and it doesn't affect your ketosis or your weight loss or whatever you're doing, you do you. Like, I don't care. I just personally don't consume those. I also refuse to do any low carb pasta, bread, wraps, any sort of cloud bread, fathead dough. I don't do any of that. And that's because if I continue to give my body these low carb wraps, these low carb breads, which one, are insanely expensive, two, my body is going to continue to crave it. Whereas I don't eat them, I don't crave them. I don't crave bread. I don't need pasta. Like, I crave vegetables and steak. That's what I crave because that's what I give my body. Now, if you feel like you need those to stay and be successful, you do you. Like, if it doesn't affect your weight loss or your goals, do it. So anyway, there's a lot of ingredients that I will eat that strict keto wouldn't. I will eat bacon with nitrates in them. I will have sauces if they have a little bit of sugar in them, as long as the carbs are zero, you know, whatever. I always go more by the carb count, and then I look at the ingredients. And if the ingredients may have like one thing that I'm like about, but it's not enough to affect the carb count, then I will consume it. People on strict keto, they won't. They'll stay away from that product. Now, dirty keto is more of, it's kind of like if it fits your macros. So they will eat something that's technically like someone on keto probably shouldn't be eating, but as long as they don't go over their 20 carbs or their 20 net carbs, however they're doing it, they'll eat it. They don't really care about ingredients. As long as their goals are being met and they're seeing the results they want, they'll eat it. And that's totally fine. They usually don't track. If they do any tracking, it is only carbs. It's a lot easier of a way of doing keto, but I don't suggest it if you're just beginning. I would suggest doing keto if you've been doing keto for a while and you know your body, you know what you can eat and can't eat, and you'll be able to see results. There's a lot of information here on YouTube and other websites. If you just type in like whatever keto you're interested in, strict, lazy, or dirty keto, you'll find so many videos on the topic, but none of these are wrong, okay? The way you do keto is not wrong. The only way I would say you're doing keto wrong is if you're eating like 100 carbs, between 50 and 100 carbs a day, and like you're eating like really unhealthy food. That's not even keto. Like, I would be like, you're not even in ketosis. Like, if you're eating in a way that your body is not in ketosis, then you are doing keto wrong. Okay, because that is the only thing. That is the goal of ketosis of keto, is to get your body into ketosis. If you are not tracking or knowing what you're doing and you're eating a bunch of fat thinking that's what you need to do, and you're not in ketosis, you're just eating a bunch of fat and your body is storing it and burning the carbs that you're still eating. So it's so important in the beginning of keto to really test out your body and what it can handle and can't handle when it comes to ketosis. I would suggest in the beginning getting the keto sticks that you pee on and you check and it changes colors depending. In the beginning, those are very good to gauge whether or not you're producing ketones. They are cheap. The blood meters are a good thing to get later on when you're fat adapted, because once you're fat adapted, your body's using those ketones. It's not trying to get rid of them. So I would suggest getting one of those later on. But when you're first beginning, the pee sticks work great, and you can do it every day, any time of the day, to really see if you're doing well and if you're on the right track. And once you kind of figure it out, then you're golden. So Another thing is that I see a lot of people, and this works for me, it might not work for you, but it is a suggestion, is that try not to think of your fat when you do your macros as a goal. The fat allotment you have is not a goal. No. I see so many people first starting out on keto, they're like, how do I get so much fat in? I can't eat all this fat. And I always say, let your body eat it from your stores, okay? Some people can gorge themselves on fat and be totally fine, okay? But a lot of people, if you feel like you're not losing as fast as you'd like, try tweaking your fat consumption a little bit just to see if it helps. It may help, it may not, but I've seen that help a lot of people, is lowering your fat, upping your protein a bit. Also, another thing people have a problem understanding is that you still need to be in a calorie deficit. You still need to be consuming less calories than you need to function. That's still a thing. So if you're gorging yourself on all this fat, your calories are gonna be really high, and you still wanna keep your calories relatively low. Like, you can't eat 3,000 calories a day, even though you're eating bunless burgers and wings. You're still not gonna lose weight and may even gain weight. So that's another thing you need to play around with, is your calories. Your calories, your macros. You just need to play with things. You need to figure out what your body can handle and can't handle. My body tends to like when I stay under 15 net carbs. Some people can eat 30 carbs and still be in ketosis. You know, it really depends. So you watch these videos out there that say why you're not losing weight on keto. Yeah, those could be reasons, but not every way someone does something is gonna work for you. You know, you really just have to find what does work for you, and it's all about trial and error. The first month I did keto, have been on keto, I have been playing around with foods that I can eat, can't eat, my macros, everything. I didn't have a huge loss the first month because of that, because I was playing around with everything, and I'm glad I did because I figured out what worked for me. So I would suggest really doing more research before you start keto and figuring out like how you want to do this and just figuring it out. Basically, that's what you have to do. You have to do the research. You can't just like, oh, I want to start keto because I saw, you know, Sally down the street lost 50 pounds in 5 months and I want to lose 50 pounds in 5 months too, so I'm going to do keto. So how do I do it? Like, you know, you have to do your research, okay? I can't tell you specifically how to do keto because I don't know your body. You know, I don't know. And so I really hate when people are just like, I started keto and I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna do it. No, I researched keto for a while before I actually like started it. Like, I watched YouTube videos, I looked at Instagram, I read articles, I did my research. Like, you have to do your research. This is like a long-term lifetime thing that you're gonna be doing. You can't just do keto for a little bit and then quit and then be good. Like, you have to keep it up, because if you don't keep it up, you're gonna gain all your weight back, you're gonna be miserable, you might even gain more, and you don't want that. So do your research, okay? Use the Facebook groups and the Instagram and the YouTube videos, ask questions, because even if someone's way might not work for you, it'll give you an idea that you can kind of go with. And there's so many people in these groups that one of the ways might actually help. Like with me, I was asking a lot of questions and getting a lot of answers, and I was trying lots of different things. And finally, I found someone on YouTube that tried a different method of higher protein, lower fat to lose weight rapidly. And that worked. That worked for me. And so I'm rolling with it. It might work for you, it might not. Now, just do your research, buy a book, watch YouTube, like any avenue you can go through to get information, do it. Write it down. Because if, you know, one way that you have your macros doesn't work, try a different way. So it's all about trial, error, research. Like, you can do this, you just gotta put the work in. Plain and simple. So I need some water because I'm talking a lot, and I'm drinking the sparkling strawberry water. I'm fasting right now until 5. This stuff's so good. It does have aspartame in it. That's another ingredient I don't really care about because it doesn't affect my state of ketosis and fasting, and it makes my water taste good and it makes me happy. So I drink it. I also hate the aftertaste of stevia. It's nasty. So I don't know how people eat that stuff, but it's gross. So anyway, I've been talking really fast and trying to give you a lot of information, but basically what this whole video boils down to is there is no right or wrong way to do keto. The way you do keto and the way that works for your body and gives you the results that you want and need, that is how you do keto, okay? Get information from people, use that information to create your own plan. But if someone tells you you're not losing weight fast enough because you're not doing this, but you're happy with your results, don't listen to them, okay? You do you, boo. Like, you do you. As long as you're doing the research and you are putting the effort in, you got this. Like, don't let anyone make you feel like you're doing something wrong because you ate a 0-carb wrap and it had weed in it. It has 0 carbs. If it doesn't affect your blood sugar, you're happy with your meal and your results, you eat that low-carb wrap. You eat that bread. You eat that sugar-free chocolate. I would highly suggest not, because it gives it'll give you tummy problems, most likely. But if it doesn't and you like it and it helps you stay on track, eat it. As long as you're in ketosis, I don't care what the heck you eat or you do. That's all that really matters, is if you're in ketosis and your body is burning that fat that we don't want. So I slap my thick thighs. So I don't know. I read something on a group last night about someone saying something wasn't keto, and I was just like, no, like, that's keto. There's no such thing as a keto food. There's just food that helps you get into ketosis. So I don't know, why did that just have an accent? I don't know. It's probably time for me to end this. Oh my gosh, 20-minute freaking video. I hope this video like gave you something. I feel like I was rambling a lot, but like, yeah, okay, it's time for me to end this video. So yeah, I hope you got something out of this long rant, and yeah, until next time, keto on.